Welcome aboard this live launch with Hunky Dory TV. The crafting captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign and we are now cleared for takeoff. In preparation for launch, please ensure all of your troubles and worries are properly stowed. You won't be needing those today. Our flight time will be a craft-filled 60 minutes or more, and the Hunky Dory crew are now ready for departure. At this time, we ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our video presentation. Live launch takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have live launch liftoff. Good morning, all you super crafters, and a warm welcome to our Hunky Dory TV show here on this lovely Thursday morning. My name is Dan. I'm going to be your host for the hour. Producing our show today is the awesome Emily Ralph. Good morning, Em.
Good morning.
Good morning. And across at the demonstration station, a lady who looks absolutely splendid in a beautiful dress. It's Becca. Good morning, Becca.
Good morning.
It's a lovely dress.
Thank you.
People won't be able to see it's a full dress, will they? But it's there we go.
There we go.
It's very animal print is so in, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
In like loads of different colours as well.
Yeah, and I think being a crafter, you have so much more appreciation for like colours and prints, not just in crafting, but in like home and fashion
clothes,
and stuff. Yeah.
Which is why you guys always look so good.
We try.
I'm going to have to take some tips, I think. Today, everybody, is a brand new live launch. We were just talking, weren't we, Emily, about possibly changing our graphics at the beginning, because that silly man's been going on and on about keeping all your stuff in your seats and all that sort of stuff for years now, hasn't he? We'll change them, I think. But it is live launch day, and we have a brand new product for you. It's some gorgeous waterfall cards. We're going to show you loads and loads of stuff all about it. But first, due diligence, it's time for our Win It Weekly. That's right, £100 worth of goodies is up for grabs. Is it exactly £100 or is it over £100 this week, I think? I hope. We've got our Rhyming Reveals concept card collection, which makes, let me see at the bottom, 16 cards in here. 16 fabulous cards, comes with full instructions. You need them, it's tricky this one, but it is, they are super good when they're done. If you would like to be in with a chance of winning one of 6 of these, we need your answer to this question. We'd love you to like and share our video, but comment with your answer. Humans share 60% of the, I know this. Humans share 60% of their DNA with, is it A, bananas, is it B, sunflowers, or is it C, sheep? A, bananas, B, like we're a bunch of cheeky monkeys, aren't we? A, bananas, B, sunflowers, beautiful, beautiful flower, or C, sheep. Which is it? Can you do a better, that was a terrible
No, don't make me do one.
Emily? Oh! Wonderful. Humans share 60% of their DNA with bananas, sunflowers, or sheep. Which is the answer? Please do let us know. 6 people who get the right answer. Tomorrow we will give away 6 of these fantastic Rhyming Reveals collection, 1 to each of them, and we'll send them out on the same day. Is that okay? We'll send them out the same day. So whether you get them Saturday or whether you get them Monday, I'm not sure, but you will be crafting with those, making 16 cards for free if you can get the answer right and your name is picked out of the hat. You can either enter your comment on Facebook, you can enter it on YouTube, or you can enter it at the Hunky Dory Hub, which is full of awesome education and all things fabulous. Okay, that is due diligence done. We'll remind you about the question later on. Please do make sure you get your comments in. Are you ready? Fantastic new launch. Do we have a VT? Shall we play our VT?
Oh yeah.
Let's do that. You're seeing a real variety of artwork there. They're fabulous, these little waterfall toppers. They're absolutely beautiful. And the reason that you're seeing a real variety of artwork between sort of more kids things and more adult things is because there are 2 separate collections that are available. We've got wonderful waterfalls for the kids. Here we go, which is £11.99 and makes 24 waterfalls. So you're going to make 24 waterfalls, perfect for children or for the young at heart. Here, there's also coming up another set that's $11.99 that makes 24 for the grown-ups. I think I'd much rather be a kid than a grown-up most of the time. Act like a kid more than a grown-up most of the time, admittedly. First thing, you've got some, obviously an inspiration sheet with some mojo on here for you, but that's key. You've got detailed instructions with illustrations so that you can know exactly how to make these fabulous little waterfall cards. You get 2 of every single design. In total, there are 12 different designs, so you're making 24 Waterfall Toppers just for £11.99. There is a multi-buy, guys. Can we bring it up on screen just now? If you just see there, 19.98, you can get both the kids and the adults. And for club members, that's actually 18.98, which makes it less than 40 pence a topper sheet, which is fabulous. You've got all your toppers, and I'll show you these working in a minute. But what's really nice is that you've got ones for little ones, but you've also got ones for the older kids playing football, and then the teenagers, those tricky teenagers skating, bikes, and so on and so forth, which is brilliant. Everything is foiled and die cut, so they're all beautifully foiled. You just press them straight out. It's dead easy to do, and I'll show you the templates that they go on in a minute. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, which is fabulous. You've got something for the ladies here, to a special girl. Unicorns over there as well. Gaming again, so gaming is so popular.
Oh, I know.
Cannot get the kids off the Xbox, absolutely not. We've got dinosaurs. Everyone loves dinosaurs. We've got little monsters there as well. Then you've got your mechanisms. Totally up to you whether you use the correct, should I say correct in quotation marks, correct one of these or not. You can use a different one. It's completely up to you. Again, all of these just press straight out. What's key, there's scores in here. They're all, I don't know if I can get to show in the light, they're all pre-scored for you. So you just fold where the score is. No guessing. No guessing.
No measuring.
No measuring. Dead easy, right? Okay, so that is the kids one. I'm going to show you a card or two that's been made. Should we stick on this one?
Oh, I love this.
Here we go. I can use this to pull down at the bottom. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O, and I've pulled that off, sorry, my fault. With a, you can do the sounds.
With a moo moo here and a moo moo there.
Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Isn't that fabulous? So a little waterfall effect as it drops down. Absolutely beautiful. We've got one of the dinosaur ones here in a lovely easel card as well. And this bow's properly tied, so don't worry, it's my fault, that last one. Here we go. So to someone totally rawsome, I've got to read it off the screen, let me see. In fact, you're dynamite, very good. T-Rexcellent, one might say. And then there's the family of dinosaurs, all the ones there. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that fabulous? Super little waterfalls. Let me show you the grown-up ones. And then we're going to come straight to
we certainly
Rebekah
are.
for a demo. That's brilliant. Here we go. So same idea, except the artwork is what you class more for adults. Not that kind of adults artwork. Adults artwork for grown-ups, let's say. So we've got beautiful flowers here. Lovely little messages as well. Love the blue tits with the birdhouse here. Home is where the heart is. You've got sewing, handcrafted. You can put these in any order on your waterfall that you like, 2 of each sheet, as you know. There's a mixture of gold and silver here as well, so there's a lovely mixture of colours. More florals with our artist garden artwork there. It's your special day. Take time out to enjoy the little things. So they've got lovely messages on them as well, which is really nice.
Yeah, definitely. And then just when you pull it, you're just going to see more and more of that sentiment.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
That's brilliant, isn't it? So this is from our sporting silhouettes. So it's a lovely variety of artwork. You see down at the bottom as well, you get complimentary sentiments in there as well. We've made sure that we pack the sheets absolutely jam-packed. Music in the centre there. We've got, this is from Cheers for You, which was one of our all-time favourite kits, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Lovely. And I think you're going to demo one of those.
Yeah, I think
Brilliant.
so.
Great choice. We've got some deco here as well. Love this in the centre with the birds. Very, very pretty. You've got butterflies and so on down here as well. So there's a real mix, and that means you're going to get something for everyone. a lovely variety pack, if you will. And again, you've got all of your, they're not called templates, it's called mechanisms, aren't they? That's the right word.
Yeah.
You've got all your mechanisms, all of which come pre-scored. You can see the score lines there. If I get that in the light, that's perfect. So the score lines are already there, which help you to, and on there as well, help you to make sure that these are going to do the waterfall mechanism technique really smoothly. Of course, it's adorable scoreable. All 300 GSM adorable scoreable, but because it's that satiny silk finish, they're going to be really smooth when you pull them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, £11.99 for the kids, £11.99 for the grown-ups, or we'll put that multi-buy back on screen. There you go, £19.98. Or if you're a club member, free to join, £18.98. Less than 40 pence for each of these gorgeous topper mechanisms. Let's go across and see Becca having a play.
Yeah, no worries. So I'm going to do this one from start to finish so you can see how they come together. If you've never had these before, oh, they're just such a joy. They're just really, really fun. So yeah, I am going to go on with that one. The Cheers to You elements and mechanisms. And yeah, I think I am going to go for this one on the right. It's got all our favourite tipples. It's perfect.
The geometric background to it's lovely, and we've got some paper pads that really go nicely with it.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'm bringing some of those in as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, so we're just going to pop those out. They're all die cut for you, so they're just ready to go straight away. Make these up ahead of time and put them in boxes.
Oh yeah, because you can make your toppers and then you can make your card at a later date, can't you?
Absolutely.
So because making your toppers is quite, it's you're going to show now. It's relatively easy, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And then, like you say, you can put them away. And then if you need a card in a rush or you want to make something really effective, you know, you can come to it at a later date. So I'm just going to grab my mechanism now. And I'm just going to snip off just a couple of the pips that have been left behind from the sheets. I'm just going to run my scissors along there and just pop those out.
Guys, if you like these, but you would like to be able to make your own designs, because some people are very creative and very clever with little drawings and so on and so forth, we do have coming up some lovely blank ones.
Yeah.
Ones that, like stamping essentials, if you will. So we have the blank mechanisms, the blank toppers, and then we also have some stamps that you can use to go with those to create your own as well, should you like.
Yeah, absolutely. So they are pre-scored for you. So what you just want to do is you just want to keep going with those. Do it front and back as well. Saw that tip on Hobby Maker from Pauline Wheeler and I was like, I am pinching that. Just makes the mechanism like a bit more smooth and the scoring really good. So yeah, just fold along the score lines and then do it on the reverse side.
That makes sense.
It's just, yeah, it just makes it so much smoother. just gonna poke my little hole out for my ribbon. So that's gonna be our sort of pull mechanism there.
Okay, so there's a hole that you don't need to, because you can just pull with your hand, which is what I ended up doing when I pulled my ribbon off. Yeah, you can. They're nice big tabs,
aren't they? Yeah.
But there is a hole there for you to thread some ribbon through, which I think helps. So crafters have seen these. Yeah. If you haven't, you've just seen them for the first time today, you're going to love them. But crafters have seen these, but not necessarily the recipients have all seen these. But with a little bit of ribbon there, it's obvious what you do.
Yeah, it's inviting you to pull it, isn't it? And especially for children as well.
For sure.
They're going to absolutely love. I always try, for young children especially, I always try and do a really nice interactive card, like a shaker or a waterfall or just something fun, because I think kids cards is really the opportunity to just do something really, really fun with.
Do you know why? Because if you give a kid something that's fun, they play with it, they're interested in it. If you give them just a basic card, all they want to do is open the present and the card gets thrown to the side. Do you know what I mean? But give them a fun card and it's interesting.
Absolutely,
and
yeah. Or like when you're a kid, it's like, pretend that you've not seen the money first and read the message.
I absolutely remember that. Our kids are doing that now, yeah.
I hardly noticed it because it's such a beautiful card with a heartfelt sentiment. You're like, we know. Okay, so then you turn it over, just put a little bit of red tape on those tabs, and then you should be able to push it up. Absolutely perfect, so that's working lovely. So just pull it all the way down, and then we'll get some more red tape, and then we just pop this just across the sides of our mechanism. Yeah, they're funny, aren't they? It's I I love making. I'm quite excited to do the kids' version of these ones in a minute as well, because.
And we will do. We'll make one of the one for the grown-ups now, and we'll make one for the kids as well.
Yeah, we're doing a bit of everything today, Dan. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, right. So we're stamping one as well.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. Real, because there's such a mixture in these, isn't there?
Yes.
So it's nice to show off a few different things. Okay, lovely. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place those, and they're shaped perfectly. So that little lisp, it's been sort of, there's a little bit of a cutout one, so it just sits there really, really nicely.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that it's not going to hang over my mechanism. It's got like a little bow at the front, so this fancy shape just sits just along the point, and it's really nice and easy to line up as well.
Okay, so that helps you to line up, which means that you get them in the right place. And you've used red tape.
Red tape, yep.
Because red tape is super sticky, high tack, keeps it in place. And what width have you got there? Is that a 6mm width?
This is the thickest one,
Okay, so it's just the right width for holding it in place.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Because obviously it's kinetic, it moves. So you want to use decent tape to hold it, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can't put loads on in terms of coverage. So it's nice to use the thicker one as well, because you are limited to like what you can pop on. Right, so this is our waterfall. So we've got the beers, we've got the nice Malbec wine, we've got the whiskey, and then finally our sentiment, cheers to you.
Perfect.
Perfect. So, right, let's move on. We've got a 4x8 card here. We've got some gold mirror all ready to go. And this is where you can really mix and match your stash. So it doesn't come with any coordinating papers or anything like that, and that's because we've just given you the choice to pick what you want.
Absolutely, 100%.
So I've gone with our Duo Design paper pad that launched recently, and I've gone with the Butterfly Royale and Delightful Diamonds. So I'm not using this one because it's a bit girly and it's a bit busy, but this beautiful harlequin pattern on the front is lovely.
That Cheers to You collection is kind of geometric, isn't it? It's got, when you look at all the bottles and so on, there's all those wonderful sort of triangles and diamond shapes in the artwork, isn't it? So that's going to go perfectly.
It really does go perfectly, and it's got some really nice rich colours that just go perfectly with the waterfall topper.
That looks very jammy, the colour of that. It looks very nice.
It does, doesn't it? It's the perfect red wine colour. And then I'm actually going to bring in a bit of acetate, and this is a bit random, but it's from our Curious Cats.
Okay, yeah.
But I think the balloons, the balloons really, really work. So I'm just going to do a couple of strips, about 1.5 inches.
Okay.
Because the last waterfall on there has those beautiful circular balloons on, so I thought it would be perfect. So we're going to cut those to 8 so that they marry up with the length of my card. And this is where skinny strips of acetate, you can't actually see them. Here we go.
I do. Do you like a nice waterfall? As
in real life?
Waterfall?
Yeah.
Aren't they? They're stunning, aren't they? There's something really nice about them.
They really are. When we were away in the Caribbean a few years ago, pre-pandemic, there was a waterfall, and it looked so inviting to just like go. It was freezing.
Oh, was it?
Freezing. Yeah.
I've never done the bit where you see on some of these stunning programs or nature shoots or whatever that there's waterfalls coming down, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. People swimming behind the waterfall and all that. So I've never done anything like that, but I've been to Niagara Falls.
Have you?
Now the noise. We went out on that Made in the Mist. So there's a boat.
Yeah.
And you go out on it, and you don't get behind the waterfall, but you go out. There's so much spray, you get absolutely soaked. But it's the noise that you remember. It's roaring.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you can't imagine the number of swimming pools worth of water coming over every second. It's just crazy.
It is. It's somewhere that I would love to do. My mum's been lucky enough to visit with my gran, and it does look definitely on the list. Lovely. So I'm going to put my acetate on first because obviously we want to hide all those workings. So I've just lined my card up from 1 to 5 so that I get a 1 inch gap. So my card's going to sit at 8 by 6 in the end. So I'm just going to pop this piece on here as well, and then I'm just going to sort of line it up onto there. Okay. So then when we come to put our mirror and our mats and layers, it's all covered up perfectly. So I'm just going to grab some tape and tape this down, and then we're just going to pop this on the card. And this is especially if you do make these ahead of time. But even today, it's not taken that long. It's a 5-minute make. And no one is going to know that it's been that quick and easy to put together.
Absolutely not, because it doesn't look quick and easy.
No.
It's just, and if you are making these from scratch, because it is something that you could make from scratch yourself, but it would take you, I don't know, ages.
Oh yeah.
And you'd have to get the measurements all right, the scores all right, and in the right places. The fact that these are done for you just makes it so much more accessible, doesn't it?
Definitely. And as well, you've got all those sort of things that you just wouldn't really be able to replicate, like the fancy shapes and the double-sided mechanisms. You know, you're just not going to be able
just be squares,
to,
wouldn't you?
Squares, perhaps rectangles. But yeah, it's just going to be so difficult. And that's it, like your recipients will just never know, and I think that's the good thing about the secret stays here.
Yes.
So we're just going to pop that on as our mat and layer, hide all the workings from our acetate, and then we're going to pop this waterfall on. We're going to need some ribbon. Again, like you don't have to, but it does make it a little bit easier to pull. So I've got a really nice skinny piece because it's not a massive. If you want it a little bit bigger, if you struggle with dexterity, get your screw hole punch out and do a little bit of a bigger one. And then we're just going to pop that through, just like so.
Tanya's agreeing with us. She says that she loves that all of the toppers and decollages die cut and scored, makes it so much easier and fun to make. Absolutely true.
Yeah, doesn't it? It makes it more fun when it's less, you know, tricky and hard work.
Blair says these would be a great thing for the 6-week holidays to keep the kids busy.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Absolutely right. Vicky is just finishing cleaning the kitchen.
Oh, wonderful.
Good on her. Well done. Is it a Thursday morning job? Absolutely not. When is it? It's a absolute, if you absolutely have to job, surely.
We're not here, Dan. We're all here in the office.
Very true.
Right, so I'm going to stick my waterfall topper onto my card. This is the only place you can put tape. You cannot put tape anywhere else because it will not pull.
Of course. So
again, using red tape because you can't put a lot on there, so it has to be really, really strong. So we're just going to peel that off.
You can get the red tape on our website, guys. Ultra high tack tape is available on the website, hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. If you just pop in, if you pop the word tape in, but ultra high tack it's called, and you'll know which one it is because it's the red one.
It is.
And it's the only red one. It comes in different widths, so you can have 6mm, you can have 3mm, but this is the 6mm that's being used here.
Yeah, absolutely, just for that extra little bit of coverage. So I'm going to pop my matching sentiment on, Birthday Cheers. It's foiled round the edge in gold. I'm just going to pop that on with a foam pad, just for a little bit of extra dimension on my card. Then we're going to finish off with some gemstones. So I'm just going to pop that just above it. I put my waterfall on quite low so that I've got room for gemstones, and I'm going to pop those on all of my corners. So I'm just going to pop that. I'm going to start here, and if you've not got one of these to pick up your gemstones, they're tenner. They're still on Tenner Tuesday.
Well, I'm going to in Tenner Tuesday for Tenner Tuesday, which Tenner Tuesday on a Thursday.
I know, right?
Tenner Thursday, I guess.
When is Tenner Tuesday? Not Tenner Tuesday.
When it's Tenner Thursday. Very true. So in a minute, guys, I will show you some of the fabulous products that were brought down to £10. We didn't put anything up to £10, did we, Em? That's not our style, is it? We brought them down to £10. I'll show you some of those in a minute, guys.
Okay, think we're ready here? Perfect. So we've got that acetate on there. Birthday Cheers. We'll stand it up, give it a little spin, and then I'll pull that mechanism for you. So cheers to you. Oh,
absolutely brilliant. I love the bit of acetate at the side. That's really different.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Just gives it a bit of an extra finishing touch.
Yes. Very, very smart. These are £11.99. Thank you so much, Rebecca.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
£11.99 for the grown-ups. There's £11.99 for the kids. And after the Tenner Tuesday stuff, can we come back and you'll do a one for the kids? Is
yeah,
that okay?
Of course.
Fantastic. But the multi-buy is where the best value is. Let's bring that on screen. £19.98. or £18.98 if you are a club member. It's free to join. Just put your email address in, and I think your first name and surname into the on the website. You create a Club Hunky Dory account. You'll automatically get 5% off all full price products. And yes, that does include bundles. So you get 5% off those, even though they're already technically discounted, which is brilliant. Can I repeat the Win It Weekly question? I think we'll do that very quickly. 6 winners. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning our gorgeous Rhyming Reveals collection, we want to know the answer to this question. Humans share 60% of their DNA with either bananas, sunflowers, or sheep. One of those is true. Emily will tell us tomorrow during our 10 o'clock Thank Craft It's Friday show. She will tell us which of those is true, and she will announce 6 lucky people who have won one of these fantastic Rhyming Reveals cards that we realised before made 16 cards, completed cards with envelopes. I can see the envelopes in them, so you're ready to send. You could be crafting with those this weekend. Make sure that you get your comments in Facebook, YouTube, or on the Hunky Dory Hub. Right, Tenner Tuesday. I thought this was brilliant, and it was so very popular. Kelly, who is our marketing manager, you'll know Kelly because Kelly Singleton comes and does some of the. She's currently with child, isn't she?
She is. We're so excited.
She's a couple of months away, and it's really exciting. We're so excited. Okay, what did she put into our Tenner Tuesday? First things first, she put these in. Look at these. So if you like sequins, and that's fantastic. These sequins. Look at that. A whole bunch of sequins in the lovely Hunky Dory glass jars with the Hunky Dory H embossed into the top, which is they're really quite beautiful, aren't they? Guys, you can get these £14.99 normally. They're a tenner just for Tenner Tuesday. And Tenner Tuesday randomly will go on till Sunday, will it? Tenner Tuesday. We like to try and keep our promos on for the rest of the week in which they're launched. It gives people an opportunity to pick them up when they're ready. Loads and loads of sequins in there, loads and loads of different colours. You've also got a number of different glitter selections. So we've got the holographic there, which is going to give you loads and loads of sparkle. We've got the blues and greens. Beautiful. We've got this is good. I think this is my favourite, if I'm honest. You've got sort of your metallic colours, but you've also got those original crystallinas down at the bottom. They all look white, but if you put that, this one, let's say, onto dark card, if you put it onto white card, they are going to be different colours. You're either going to see pinks appear, you're going to see greens appear, you're going to see yellows appear and purples appear and so on and so forth across. It's really quite exciting, really quite interesting when you see it done. We'll do that for you at some point, I'm sure. We've got the pinks and we've got the purples, of course. And of course, how could you have glitter without Christmas? With more little stars. I don't know if we can get this closer. There we go. You've got all the little stars, holographic stars and so on in there as well. Ultra fine glitter, including some crystallina glitter in there as well. Absolutely beautiful. And a tenner until Sunday. I've got a pack of glue dots with me, so which tells me, I'm going to count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course it says it on screen, Daniel. 10 packs of glue dots. Tell me each of these has 100 in. Oh my gosh, each of these has 100 13mm self-adhesive glue dots in them. You can just see them if I put them to the side like that, which means that you are getting 1,000 glue dots here, 1,000 for a tenner. That is a bargain.
1,000 glue. Sorry, 1,000.
1,000 glue dots.
Oh my
for a tenner.
goodness.
Guys, get them. These are fabulous for sticking down your toppers or anything.
Yeah, ribbons.
Ribbons. They give you and you can double them up if you want to put a glue dot on top of a glue dot on top of a glue dot. You absolutely can do. There's nothing wrong with that. But they give you a different amount of depth than you sort of get from foam pads, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, a little bit heavy, like a little bit thicker than glue, but not. They're good for photographs as well because they're nice and light.
Yep, acid lignin free. These are fabulous, guys. A tenner. Get them. If you haven't had them yet, there is no better time to try them because they ain't going to be any cheaper than that ever. I can tell you that. Okay, we've got Prism brush markers, a tenner. Again, loads and loads of different ones to choose from. So we've got the gorgeous blues here, the Blue Lagoon, and you can see at the bottom here, can't you? So that's a perfect example, and all the way across there, all the different colours. Because they're Prism, they've got 3 sides to them, which is perfect for holding because you tend to hold pens with 3 fingers.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It also means they're not going to roll off your table and disappear underneath the couch, which is good. We've got lots of different ones. Forest Walk there. We've got the Antique Dreams, which is a lovely sort of Muted's the wrong word, maybe slightly vintage.
Yes,
Look
yeah.
and effect, which is nice. The rainbow pastels are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous, you can see.
Love the dual ends as well. You know, the thick brush one and then the little fine liner.
Absolutely,
So handy.
100%. And you can see that on here. So you can see that one of them is a nice thick brush, and that's a soft brush, isn't it? So it's going to move give a little bit.
Yeah.
But then the fine liner for you to do your outlines. You can do an outline in one colour and brush inside the other with a different.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So much you can do with these.
So much.
How many's in a pack? Can I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's a pack of 12 for a tenner, which makes them less than £1 each.
Yeah.
That is absolutely smashing. There is a book that goes with these that's a really, really well written book with loads of information, education and projects. If you get your prism markers, grab that handbook. It's really cool, one of our crafting handbooks. I'll just rush through these because you want to get back to a demo, I'm sure. Construction glue. A tenner for construction glue. Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Guys, I know construction glue is going to go up in price. It's going to have to. I'm really, really sorry. But I really suggest get that because 6 for a tenner is incredible. Absolutely fantastic. Big restock coming in the middle of June, and that's probably when the price will go up. I'm sorry. We try our best to keep our prices down and not to increase them, but occasionally it has to happen. This is our best-selling product out of Tenner Tuesday launches, I do believe. It's our fabulous Premier Craft Tools scissor set. They're titanium blades, guys. They're unicorn horn blades. You can see the colour in them. Absolutely gorgeous. No unicorns were harmed in making these blades. It says hunky dory on one side, titanium on the other, but there's 3 different sizes there, and they're super soft. They're really nice to hold. Ergonomic. You're going to like them a lot. Get them, use them for everything in your crafting and around your household. They are brilliant. We have multiple pairs at home. I cook the chicken with them and everything. I do. It's genuine. I do. There we go. We've got a clear acrylic stamp block set that's a tenner. Proper acrylic blocks here. See-through and in different sizes as well. Obviously transparent because then you can see where you're going to stamp.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Last thing I'm going to show, and then we're going to rush back to Becca. There is a Blossoming Blues A4 stamp set, normally £16. It's a tenner. It's got the full alphabet with it as well.
They're so handy.
Really, really handy. Create your own sentiments, create your own names for cards so that you can personalise things. But also there's some beautiful little frames down at the bottom. Lovely foliage and flowers indeed in the centre.
Yeah, and I mean those would be great for like wedding place cards because you could do all your names.
Yes, of course.
Favours, anything like you can just there's so much you can do. It's really versatile.
Can you just pop back a sec because I can show the back. That's probably the best way to show it, isn't it? There you go. That is a lovely stamp set. Polymer stamp set, photopolymer stamp set, absolutely beautiful. Grab it while stocks last, only £10. Becca,
yeah.
Let's see another waterfall
Let's see another waterfall card. I'm going to do this one a little bit quirkier because we've seen how it works. They're really, really easy to make. So let's do something a little bit quirkier. This is the one that I did for the inspiration sheet, but I'm totally changing it up and doing a slightly like different design. So we're going to start with some adorable scoreable in the, I want to say this is Crystal Lagoon. It's either Crystal Lagoon or Tranquil Oasis. I get my Matastics mixed up.
Do you know what? I learnt every single one of them and I've forgotten.
Oh no.
And they say, don't they, use it or lose it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for a week, I knew every single name of every single one for a week and then it disappeared. So it's either what? It's either
Tranquil Oasis or Crystal Lagoon.
Well, let's call it Crystal Oasis.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we know we've got it. We know we've got it right.
Yeah, we've got one part of it right.
Absolutely.
Anyway. So I've cut myself down 2 pieces, and I've got that all from one piece of A4, and there's still a little bit to spare for other projects as well to go in the scraps box. So we're going to make our card blank first of all. So like I said, I've cut it to 5 by 10, the first piece, and then we're going to score at 5. So that's in half.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
The black line that's all the way down the centre of your scoreboard, is that just to remind you, what's that for?
Okay, so this is not my scoreboard.
Okay.
This is the one, mine is as neat as a new pin.
Oh, is it?
There is no black lines on my scoreboard. Kat likes to do it because if you're doing things that are diagonal, scoring in lines, this black line will help you score a perfect.
Of course.
So when you're making like twisted easels or fancy folds, you don't have to kind of guess and score possibly a little bit off. because it's really, really difficult to line the top and the bottom up to 6. So that black line will just make sure you're perfect.
That makes perfect sense. Thank you for answering, and thank you for saying neat as a new pin, because that's super cute.
It's another one of those.
Is it northern that? Is it northern
silly
saying?
old sayings. And then I'm going to score this. This is 2.5 by 10. So it'll go nicely in our card blank, and then we're going to score that at every 2.5. So we're going to do 2.5, 5, nearly back, 7.5, and then right up to 10. Okay, and we're going to just concertina those and pop it to one side. Right, so I'm going to decorate my card first of all. I'm going to bring in those waterfall toppers. I'm also going to bring in another Duo Design paper pad because I just love...
They're so lovely, aren't they?
They're so... I can't even tell you how many times I go to them.
They're brilliant. If you haven't got or had our Duo Design paper pads in the past, guys, they're absolutely lovely. They are 2 pads in one. So in one direction you've got... Oh, you can see there. I mean, words, pictures speak 1,000 words, don't they? But there you go. So you've got the ombres on one side, you've got this sort of lovely glitter on the other side, which is beautiful.
And it's really textured and just beautiful. And it's one that, compared to perhaps the other ones with the really strong imagery,
yes.
I think on first glance you're like, okay, yeah, that's quite subtle compared to the, you know, the nautical and the butterflies. But I cannot tell you how many times I go to it
yes.
for backgrounds. It's so useful. And it's all the fun of glitter without the mess.
Oh, very true.
So I'm just going to do a nice little mat and layer. I've left 1/4 inch around my Crystal Oasis Lagoon. And then, yeah, we're just going to do 2 notches under 4 3/4. So that'll tie in really, really nicely with that colour. Brought in some silver mirri as well to decorate the front with. And then again, yeah, we're going to go back to that sort of pastel ombre for the other part of our card.
It's lovely. Susan says that she thinks she'll pinch the idea of putting the acetate down the sides. It is a clever idea, that.
Really good idea.
It really frames it nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's super easy to hide your workings. If you get it straight onto your card blank first and then do your mats and layers over it, and you don't need to use that much acetate. Like, I think you think, oh, well, if it's if my card's going to be 6 by 8, I'll need to cut my acetate down. But you won't see what's underneath the card, so you can trim it. It's a bit like gutting your cardstock or your mirri.
That makes sense.
We're here for the tips, guys.
Carol Rooney has also been doing the dreaded housekeeping this morning. It is Thursday, must be housekeeping morning. It must be. Well, I hope it was fast for you, Carol. Nobody likes long housekeeping, do they?
No, not really.
No.
I think everyone's we're getting ready for the weekend, Dan. I think that's what it is.
Debs had done our bathroom yesterday, and honestly, it looked absolutely mint. And I knew I was on the show this morning, and I was looking a bit scruffy, so I knew I had to shave my head and shave my chin, and I did do. And the sink's really going down really slow.
Oh,
so
no.
I couldn't get the hair to go down. I don't know what to do. And I've got to get home before her this evening to get it all clean and tidy before she gets back,
right.
Or else I'm going to get in all sorts of trouble.
So if we see Debs like walking out the door and you're not gone, we'll be
Shout
like, oh,
me.
can I just borrow you a sec
Absolutely.
just before you go? We're going to pop out these dinosaur toppers, and they're going to go on the inside of our cards. Okay, so let's pop these out, and then we're going to put the matching sentiment just on the front as well, especially Raw You. I'm also going to come to my essential book of sentiments because it's also on Tenor Tuesday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good as well.
Let's go with this Precious Little Boy. We'll pop that on.
So you've got matching silver foil there, but in your essential book of sentiments, you'll have silver and you'll have gold. You'll have a mix of foils, which is exactly the same as you've got in your waterfall card. So that topper, so that's perfect. Isn't
Yeah, it really, really is. Yeah, definitely. So we're just going to pop that on there. Possibly should have popped some ribbon on it, but that's fine. We can put a little bow on there. So I'm just going to, again, just pop that on with a little foam pad just to give it a little bit of lift.
Dinosaurs are great.
Dinosaurs are, and you know, we're always being asked for more dinosaurs, so I'm really glad we've included them here.
We are. We've been looking at dinosaur artwork for ages. You know me, giving info away again, but yeah, we've been looking for ages, and there's a real kerfuffle about which artwork we're going to use and go with, because we want to do a dinosaur kit. We don't know if we can do like a big full, what we class as a flagship launch. Where we have, we don't know what the demand would be, whether people will want that many dinosaurs, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whether we're looking at cute dinosaurs or whether we're looking at realistic dinosaurs. There's so many different questions when you start down that path, but we will be doing something. We just got to finally decide on it.
Yeah, but it's nice that we've been able to include it in a small way in
100%.
here, definitely. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these down. These are going to go on the inside of my card, so I'm cutting them to like just under 5, just so that they're not too tight on the score line. And then I'm going to bring my Duo Design paper pad in again, and I'm going to pick the sort of matching pastel ombre colour, because it had a really nice sort of turquoise, if I can find it. Probably just this one, isn't it? There we go.
Still to come today, guys, we've got that gorgeous, wonderful Waterfall Stamping Essentials selection, where you've got those sort of plain waterfalls that you can add stamps to, you can draw on, you can create your own waterfalls, so that they're completely personalised to you. One of the best things to do with those, undoubtedly, is to use your own photographs.
Oh, of course.
Because you make something completely personal. And it's super cool, especially if you've got anything funny, and like a funny series of photographs of your family or whatever. It's absolutely lovely. And indeed for keepsakes, if you've got 4 of you in the family, let's say, then you can do, you know, four on the waterfall.
Oh,
it would be
that would
absolutely
be
beautiful.
lovely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's so nice to be able to craft with photographs, isn't it? 100%. So I'm just going to do these layers inside, and then the rest of the card should come together really, really nice and quickly. Like once you've got the mats and layers, you're pretty good to go.
Susan Lamb says that her husband bought her a goodie box at the weekend.
Nice.
And it's arrived. She's going to open it after the show this morning and hopefully do some fun crafting this afternoon. That's brilliant, Susan. Our goodie boxes sold out.
Oh, good.
They sold out. They have been and gone. I think they went, I don't know if they went partway through the Saturday or the Sunday, but we left them on for the weekend because there was like a handful remaining. All gone. And they're gone. The purple goodie boxes are gone until next year, at some point next year. So if you got yours, congratulations. Absolutely beautiful goodie boxes filled with awesome goodies in them. Don't forget, guys, that there is, if you bought a goodie box, you will have a 10% off code in there. That 10% off code can be used against any order placed up until the 11th of May. And that's, and if you place 3 orders, you can use it again on each. We've not limited it to 1 per customer. I think that's fabulous. So
yeah, you could be getting these.
well, if you think, hold on, I'm just trying to get my head around this. So if it was £19.98 for the bundle, can we pop the bundle up on screen? So if it's £19.98 for that bundle, if you're in the club, then that's £18.98, yeah?
Yeah.
And if you use your 10% off code, you bring it down by another quid?
Oh.
Another two quid?
What, these are turning into a right bargain.
I don't know, but it's going to be an absolute bargain. You will be able to use your goodie box code against the waterfalls that we're launching today. Brand spanking new product. Use your goodie box code, and congratulations. And we hope you enjoy these when you get them home.
Oh, definitely. And you really will. Honestly, I had such fun making these waterfall ones. I was so glad I got to work on them. Yeah, they were just a real treat to work on. They were so fun. Right, so that is the inside decorated and the outside. Obviously the outside's super simple. You can go through your stash and see what you have. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that the opposite way around. So that should look like a little V or a little M when it all comes together. And we're going to stick that like that, and it'll be a sort of poppy out card.
Oh.
Yeah, so just a really different way, because I thought, well, I've demonstrated how to use them in the traditional waterfall sense, so we'll do something
totally cool.
a little bit different. And it's on the inspiration sheet as well. I just did it in a completely different design, but yeah, it's a really cool and fun card. So we're going to go with some glue dots for these, and then I'm just gonna, yeah, I can squeeze 4 on in there.
Well, you can do. I mean, you could put 1 on if you want. 2 would mean that it wouldn't move at all, if that makes sense. It wouldn't jiggle around. 1 in the centre might mean that it would, but but you've got, if you want it to be absolutely bang in place and stay there without any worries, you've got 1,000 glue dots.
I know, I was
for a
just
tenner.
thinking that. I can, with them being this low price, we can be a little bit extravagant, and I don't really want this to move like at all. So.
Oh, do you know what I love? If you use your 10% off code that you had with your goodie box, it's actually £9, not £10. I said that you'll never get them cheaper. It looks like you might do. That's incredible. So they're going to be less than a penny each.
Oh, wow.
Sticky fixers for less than a penny.
They're amazing, aren't they? So I'm going to use this one with all those cute dinosaur puns, T-Rexcellent and Dynamite, and just the team are so clever when they come up with sentiments and puns. Like, they're just great. So again, just using sort of 4 on each, sticking them down, and then just peeling that back in a way. It does want to give. Oh, I'm just going to snip that pip off there. It's just bugging me, that one. So just kind of lining them up, and then you've got the space for that cardstock all the way around it. So it's really, really cute. And again, it just gives us a little bit more space. It's a little bit more forgiving. So it's really, really nice. Okay.
Linda has said that the goodie box code you can't use on items that are not full prices. She's probably right here, you know. Is she, hold on, is that right, Emily? Yeah, okay, so sale items, you wouldn't be able to use your 10% code off because they're already reduced, but it does work on all full price items, which includes all of the new goodies that we are launching today.
Okay, so I'm going to adhere this to my card. Now, again, you don't want tape where you don't want it, because otherwise it's just not going to work. So just on the left and right hand side, a little bit of red tape. But yeah, don't put any in the middle, because you don't want your pop out to not pop out. You want it to work perfectly. So yeah, just going in with a couple of pieces of red tape again.
Again, red tape's so good. It's just whenever there's anything that moves or could move,
yeah,
red tapes you go to. If it isn't going to move, do not worry. Just use your standard low tack tape, your standard double-sided tape, or
yeah.
if you're me, your finger lift, because if you don't have nails, standard double-sided tape is like my nemesis.
Yep.
Do you know yours was the red tape, wasn't it? Mine's the standard tape. Definitely.
Yeah,
Finger lifts are
and this is why when
bonus.
I'm demoing, I just always bring my die brush tool in, because it's so great for just getting this tape off in a hurry, super quick. I mean, I'd still be there peeling it now, Dan.
And you said earlier that, did you say that that's on
Tenner Tuesday?
That's on Tenner Tuesday as well,
yeah.
Which is fabulous. Normally $11.99, is it? Or Emily will take a look for us, I'm sure.
So let's just pop that in there. Leaving a sort of even amount of space around the sides, and then that should close and open again.
Lovely.
Yay.
Lovely.
So we've got that all sorted. I'm just going to give that another little score, just because it's a little bit bulky. There we go. And then I think we'll just pop a sentiment and we're done.
Beautiful. So this is a completely different way of using those brilliant waterfall toppers. For the kids, these lovely dinosaur ones, very pretty, very cute.
Yeah.
And the kids are gonna love them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, and it's another fun interactive card, but super easy.
Can we get that bundle price up again? So in total on that bundle price there, it says 48 waterfalls in total, features 12 designs. It doesn't. It features 24 designs, 2 of each. So we've got a graphic a little bit wrong there. There's 24 different designs in that bundle. Is that right, Em? Yeah. 24 different designs and a lovely variety of designs. So many of them are playful like these, but there's also ones that are perfect for the gents, for the ladies, for the older gents and ladies.
Absolutely, unisex.
All the people
everything.
in your life.
So just got that card. Bit of duo designs on the front and our essential sentiment. And then pop it open and you've got all those cute dinosaurs.
Very well done. Thank you so much for that, Becca.
Okay.
Another interesting way of using our waterfalls, and we're going to go with another interesting way of using our waterfalls in a second, with our fantastic, wonderful waterfalls. This is going to be difficult to show, isn't it? No. Are you all right? Emily's just going to change the contrast, I should imagine, on the camera to see if I can pull them out, to be honest, if need be. here we go. We'll see whether this works. There we go. So you can see down here. So you see the shapes that you had on your topper selections. These are upside down, actually. The shapes that you have on your topper selection. So you've got the circles, you've got the rounded squares, but you've also got these lovely, there you go, sort of frame labels here. These are your toppers, just like you would get on your waterfall kits that we've already shown you, but these have been die cut from 300 GSM inky cardstock, yeah? So there are 16 sheets of elements in here, and you're going to make 24 waterfalls in total. So those are all your elements. Oh, there's more, there's different shapes. So you've got the inverse corners, and there's 4 of each. So inverse corner, inverse corner, inverse corner, inverse corner, if that makes sense. Sentiment spaces at the bottom as well. Those do come included. You've got the lovely floral circle here, which is very pretty, and you've got another interesting frame there as well. Okay. You see how easy these pop out. There we go. You just pop out straight. You've got little pips there that you just press them out, or you can trim them out with a craft knife. It's completely up to you. They will come out without a craft knife or without scissors. They're nice and easy to bring away. Loads and loads of those for you, so that you know that you've got 24 waterfalls worth. You get these mechanisms as well. Again, as you can see, all scored. This is actually easier to see than it is on the printed ones, isn't it? Lots of different shapes here, and the different shapes coordinate with the toppers. You do have to use the right ones, don't you?
Yeah.
Again, it's self-explanatory. When you get this home, super self-explanatory. And then the other parts of the mechanisms there as well. 24 waterfalls, you're going to make £8.99. Your 10% off code, if you've got our goodie boxes, will work with that product as well. Because it's Inkme, it's uncoated, you can add anything that you want to it. So if you want to use brush markers, you can do. If you want to inks, stamps, absolutely anything that you want will work with this because it's uncoated. It's going to take and absorb that colour that you add to it. Should you want some stamps that are perfectly designed to go with, should we go to the little cam? Is that all right? Is that going to work? There
oh, they're cute.
There we go. We've got some lovely, cute Teddy Surprise here. Again, they're going to be able to make that gorgeous, sort of gorgeous 4 separate pictures, tell a little bit of a story as those balloons come out. There we go. We've got, oh, this is good, Dapper Chap. So you've got the shoes, you've got the pocket watch there, you've got the glasses, and you've got the bow tie. Sending well wishes. You've got some borders down here at the bottom as well. This is nice. So these are £8 each. Automatically, our For the Love of Stamps when we launch them, drop straight in to our multi-buy, which means that should you want to get 3 for 16 quid, which means 3 for 2 isn't it? You can pick and choose across our whole selection of these A6 stamp sets. Relax and unwind. Sounds very nice. A6 stamp set. You've got the lovely typewriter on there. You've got the wool here, the sewing machine, and the food mixer. Hope your special day is bright and beautiful, just like you. Okay, should we go across to, is that everything that we've got new to show today? Is that right, Em? Okay, can we go across to Becca and see what she's going to do with it?
Yeah, third and final demo. I'm excited. Okay, we're going to do the Inkme ones, the Inkme waterfalls, and we are going to keep this one to a traditional waterfall.
Okay.
Okay, so let's pop out our pieces. So I'm going in with this shape here. Now, it's totally up to you what you want to do with them because they are Inkme. They will handle Inkme, stamps, sprays, glimmer mists, anything you want to pop on these is fine. A little bit of water would be fine, I think, tiny bit. But it's completely up to you, whatever medium. Or if you just want to make if you consider yourself more of a paper crafter, you can totally mat and layer onto these.
100%.
You know, pop your papers or anything like that. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. I am going to do some stamping. But just because of the sake of time, we're going to go straight onto our trusty Mat-tastic that we can always stamp onto. So I'm going to go in with a piece of our delicate lace. And then I've sort of measured these shapes out, and it's 2 notches under 2.5. So we'll cut that to the right size, and then it's a square. So that is perfect. So 2 notches under 2.5, and then that is our first mat and layer. And then what I'm going to do, because if I stick that straight on there, you're going to lose those beautiful corners. So I'm actually going to bring in our punch and punch all the corners so that they're exactly the same. Really, really easy to do that. You just wedge it in and punch. You can even do it mid-air like I am. You don't have to hold it down on a desk. Super easy. And then to do a mat and layer for this, I'm going to go in, I'm going to do it a little bit of a nice border, so maybe 2 notches over the 2. And then this colour, I do know this is Magnolia. So again, it's the same again.
Have you noticed that, and this is completely off piece, and I do apologise, Emily, but have you noticed that walls all seem to have gone white in people's houses? Like when you're painting new walls or whatever, and because everything used to be magnolia, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Do you remember, like, people's whole houses were all magnolia, and if there was a new house or whatever, it would all be, the whole house had been magnolia, didn't it?
Yeah.
And now the whole house has been whited. I don't.
Yeah, definitely. It can be
trends,
really.
or?
I know. Do you have any white walls in your home?
We do, yeah, because we did this extension on the back, and that's all white, if that makes sense. So maybe it's just happening at our house, and the rest of the world's different.
No, we did our kitchen last year, and we went for like almond white. So there's a touch of warmth in there.
Lovely.
So I've done the same. Punch them all out so that we've got that really cute shape to mat and layer with. And then we're gonna do some stamping. So I'm going to bring in my amazing Tenner Tuesday stamp set.
Which you can't use your goodie box code on the Tenner Tuesday items. Someone has corrected me on the Facebook feed. You are right, and I do apologise. I got that wrong. It's on all full price items. You can use the 10% off goodie box code. I do apologise, guys.
But there's such bargains.
They're fantastic.
Easily worth a tenner. I mean, I'd pay a tenner for like 2 or 3 of those, never mind like the whole A4 set.
Absolutely right.
So I'm going in with my letters, and I just thought with it being 4, it's the perfect, you know, you can spell out someone's name or you can make words, and I just thought love would be like a really nice one to go with. So I'm going with the colour of Shimmer Ink Pad in the Wild Mushroom, because it just goes so perfectly onto this Magnolia. Let's put a little bit more ink. Let's just not even pretend to be brave on the live. So I'm just going to, obviously you can use your stamping press if you're not as confident.
And which colour ink have you gone with?
Wild Mushroom in the shimmer, yeah. Perfect. Oh, that's done it so nice. It's behaved. Nice. And then I've taken one of these little lacy flourishes. I think it's this one. This one would be a bit too big. And again, I'm just going to go in with the same colour on that. So I'm just pressing it down onto my ink pad to just get that initial coverage. And then going in with this one. And then I've got the rest of it all done ahead of time, so we can just get straight to the fun part. Just wanted to demo how lovely these stamps really, really are. They're beautiful. They've got this really vintage-esque kind of feel, which is why I kind of wanted to use the kind of distress, like shabby chic creams and neutrals, because I just absolutely love it. Oh, that's done it so nicely.
That's beautiful.
It's not very often that stamps behave better in here than they do on my desk. So, you know.
Under the lights camera action.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I'm just holding it down really. If you can give it a little bit of a time to just really press down.
And you're just using one of our acrylic blocks here, yep. And as you say, they're on Tenner Tuesday for 3 acrylic blocks together. I
feel like this one might be a different one. It's got the grips around the side, but it is one on our website.
Yeah, that's good.
I do love those.
You see, another use for your 3-in-1 tool there, just to help take your stamp off.
Yeah.
It's as if you're trying to sell them.
I mean, honestly.
Becca.
You know what though, they sell themselves.
They
I use it so much.
You do not need to sell that product. It's really lovely when you have products like that to work with that just work so well for even more than you really set out to start doing with them, you know.
Oh, absolutely. They're just wonderful. I really genuinely couldn't live without my 3-in-1 tool. So
I think we have to have a mention about your nails today, which look exemplary.
Do you like them?
Yes, very nice.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if there's a competition going on with the girls and their nails in it. I'm going to have to get mine done, you know.
Do you know, honestly.
I'm going to join in the competition.
Right, lovely. So let's move on. Let's do our next one here. So we've got them all cut ahead of time, exactly the same way. And been a bit naughty and I've lost my O. So I'm going to take this rose and that will just be the O on this waterfall.
Oh, why not?
Well, why not? I didn't have it.
Have
and
you
I thought,
really lost your O?
it'll be at home somewhere. I've lost a few. Me and Emily were like, what words can we make with, I've got no A and I've got no O. And I just thought, I can make love. I've got all the rest of the letters. Like, how annoying. And then she said, well,
You've got no vowels at all.
No, I know. No, I've got the E. I've got the E.
Have you got the E?
Yeah, it's on one of my blocks.
Of course
yeah.
it is. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, I'm doing a little bit badly, but they'll be at home. I just need to look for them properly. But I thought I couldn't not bring this stamp set in. It's gorgeous. And £10.
Is there anybody else at home trying to work out what letters they can make with only E as the vowel? Edge, I've got. That's not very exciting, is it?
No,
Why would you send someone a card that said edge on it?
Well, we're just about managing with love. So, oh yeah. Luckily, I've got my E.
Okay.
So again, I'm just going around this with that sort of flourishy, lacy stamp there as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, it just gives it a little bit more sort of texture and like drama. It's really romantic as well, so it's perfect for like, you know, weddings, anniversaries, all those lovely occasions.
Oh, the colours of the cardstock that you're using as well is right for weddings, isn't it? I suppose kind of an ivory sort of.
Oh, definitely.
I know we said magnolia, but we can say it's ivory now.
It's ivory. Yeah. Definitely. So just going to do this one, and I do want to do this one quite nice because I need to use it. I've not got one ahead of time for this one. Okay, perfect. Right. So let's get all these glued together. I'm probably going to go with my trusty glue dots again, and then we'll bring in the ones that we've done ahead of time as well. So we're going to mat and layer these together.
Can we bring up the waterfall cards again? The white, please, if that's all right.
The inky ones.
Yeah, the inky ones. There we go. So 16 sheets of these die cut elements, and they do make 24 waterfalls in total. This Ink Me, so you can stamp straight onto them now. Becca's doing some matting and layering here, so she's stamping onto the Matastic, but you can go straight onto those elements because the elements are fancy shapes. If you want to put some paper on them, let's say, to cover them, then you can do that. Put it all over, turn it over, and just use it as a template, as a guide for your scissors to cut round, can't you?
Oh yeah, that's a really good idea.
Because then you get the right sort of shape, you know. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah, without having to die cut it.
100%.
Oh, definitely.
You can use inks. So if you want to sort of blend into these ombre backgrounds on them, whatever you want to do, you can do absolutely.
Okay, so this is building together with my one trusty vowel.
It definitely works.
Yeah, so we've got the love going on. It's really, really pretty. I love how they're looking all together actually.
Just £8.99 though to be able to make 24 of those waterfalls is a bargain.
Oh, definitely.
It's an absolute bargain. And again, yes, as we said before, you can use your goodie box code should you have a goodie box code. If not, we always try and put that code into those goodie boxes. The goodie boxes are amazing value, aren't they? And they are all gone. They will be back next year if we have stuff to put in them. But stock moves rather quickly.
Oh, yeah, it does. It really does. Flies out.
Especially when you do promos like the Tenner Tuesday, which is fabulous.
Definitely. So let's build this up together, and then all we need to do after that is just put it on our card. We've got everything ready to go, all our mats and layers, and yeah. Had a real fun show today doing these, Dan.
Good.
They're great, aren't they? So fun.
Yeah, they're very playful. They are.
Yeah, they are. I think they're just one of those that are so easy to work with and so fun, and you get the great results at the end. I've just really enjoyed them. So I'm gonna go again and just do my scores the opposite way round, just to make them a little bit stronger.
So they're yeah, nice and flexible.
Yeah.
So that they'll move and give you that sort of flick as you go over, which is what you want with the waterfall technique.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%. So I'm just gonna pop my tape. Like I say, this is the only place you can pop it. So you don't want to be interrupting that mechanism.
Tracy Williams says, "Are you not doing a Christmas goodie box this year?" Tracy, we did a Christmas goodie box last year. The purple goodie boxes, which are the everyday goodie boxes, have already been and gone this year. They will come back next year, I hope. The Christmas goodie box, it all depends on whether there is anything to go in it. We managed to get to do Christmas goodie boxes last year, but we couldn't do as many as we wanted. They did sell out rather quickly. So it's all depends on whether there's anything to go in them. If there's nothing to go in them, we can't do them. And stock sells so very quickly here at Honky Dory, which we're very thankful for.
We are,
incredibly thankful for.
We really are. It's so nice to just get that, just to get that recognition that you guys love it as much as we do. Okay, perfect. Right, let's carry on with this. So I'm just going to stick my elements on here. I'm going to leave this white because you're not really going to see it, and yeah, I just want to get this card all finished and looking beautiful. And yeah, just going in with my red tape again. Do all 4 pieces at the same time, and then it's all done.
Linda says, when you store inks, do you ever put them upside down? You absolutely can. That would bring the gravity does work to a certain extent, and because there is liquid in them, if that makes sense, and it would bring the ink to the top. But they should be very juicy anyway. You shouldn't be having problems with that. Faye says that she got the Berry Burst markers in her goodie box, so she ordered the other sets on Tenner Tuesday to complete her set. Some of the goodie boxes did have prism brush markers in them.
I know.
There were all sorts in the goodie boxes. If you missed out on the goodie boxes, make sure if they come back next year, make sure you grab them. Or indeed, if we get some Christmas ones, they are fabulous.
I've just put my tab on the wrong side, so I'm just going to sneaky put one on the back.
That's all right.
Because we do want our waterfall to work.
When everything is, one of the tips, I guess, could be that you could, because the back is going to go against something, you could write on it, couldn't you, back or something like that.
Oh, yeah, of course. Do yourself a little dot or a little cross.
Because when it's white, you'll just naturally, when it's printed on one side or printed, different colours or whatever, you know which is the back and which is the front. But when something's white, once it's been turned over once or twice, you can lose it, can't you?
Yeah, and I think I even had it right, and I was like, no, wait, let's just put it on both, just to make sure. So just going to go in with some gold ribbon. Again, probably when we get out of here, if I put my cards on my page, I'll probably just want to maybe just sponge that white, who knows. And then again, I've gone in with my trusty Duo design pad, the Butterfly Royale one. It's
really useful. It's so lovely. You can see there the ribbon that was used, I think 3mm ribbon.
Yeah, the nice skinny one, because it's a really tight little hole to put it through. So if you want to use a thicker ribbon, just get your screw hole punch out.
Absolutely, you can change the size of that hole with your screw hole punch.
Yeah, definitely,
and make it any size you want. But you saw there as well that how easy, it's not a fancy tied bow or anything like that. It's just,
fold in half and put it through. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so just want a little bit more tape. And I've buried my red one, so I'll just go with this nice skinny one here, just to finish this off perfectly. And again, you can do, I was saying to Anne-Marie as well, like we get asked a lot to do cards with, like alternative names for mum, like mom and mam.
Oh, of course.
And you can do that with these. Well. Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, I did say that on Tuesday, but I thought it was worth mentioning again if you didn't catch it, that you can do that, and it's really easy. My mum actually also happens to be called Jane, and that's 4 letters, so
that works nicely.
I might make this one again.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see, can't you, that just a little bit of, I don't know, maybe Jersey cream ink pad would work nicely on. Because it's Ink Me, you can just ink that white mechanism, can't you, down at the bottom?
Definitely, yeah. I'm going to 100% do that after the show. I just want to get this kind of card finished. But yeah, I'll pop it all on Facebook, and I will just give that... there's only really that bit showing anyway.
Yeah,
but yeah, just a nice little sponge, and it'll be absolutely perfect. But yeah, I've brought in all those golds, all those creams. We'll snip this off, and then we'll pop it on our card. Might just do that a teensy bit shorter. There we go. So I've got my tape on already.
So we'll just bring back the price on screen for our ready printed waterfalls, which you've got there. Make 48 waterfalls with that bundle for £19.98. Again, as I said, your goodie box code would work on that. Bring that down by 10%, which is £2. But also your club discount works on that, brings it down by £1 to £18.98 should you not have that goodie box code. 24 designs, 2 of each. Lovely, lovely variety. Very playful cards. Lots of fun to be had with these waterfalls. Perfect for making with the kids as well. They'll enjoy them because there's something kinetic to them. They move, they're interesting, really attractive.
Yeah, should we demonstrate this one? I think it should be absolutely fine. So we'll just give that ribbon a little pull. And then we've got our love there as well.
That's
and
beautiful. When
when you move it a couple of times as well, it's when it really gets going. It can be a little bit tight on the first go.
So if you're sending them, just do that a couple of times to make sure that it's ready to go.
Definitely.
And there we go.
Let's give it
3
one more
cards.
little pull.
Thank you very, very much, Becca.
No worries.
Absolutely
It's
beautiful.
been an absolute treat to demo these.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what I said thank you for.
You're
An absolute
welcome.
treat to be with you
You're
today. Thank you. An
welcome.
absolute treat to demo these. Thank you anyway. Guys, I've got a couple of things to mention before we go. Our Natalie will be with you at 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. today on Hobby Maker. So we're with Hobby Maker now, not Create and Craft. So Hobby Maker, you can see us on Freeview 73, FreeSat 807, Sky 670 and on YouTube. She'll be with you at 2 and 5 with some absolute knockout Moonstone dies. So if you are watching this afternoon, Hobby Maker, you'll see Natalie there at 2 and 5. Next up on Unky TV, tomorrow, you know the drill. Crafting aficionados, Nat and Kat are here tomorrow to kick off our Friday show. We've got the word knockout, we've got the word kick off. Is there something going on here? Are these awesome puns? You don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You'll have to join in to find out. And make sure that you've got your comments in for our fabulous Rhyming Reveals Win It Weekly. It'll be drawn tomorrow. And tomorrow, I think, Emily will tell us yes or no, we'll also be spinning the wheel.
Of course.
Becca, thank you so much for 3 lovely cards.
You're welcome.
It's been lovely spending time with you.
Yeah.
It's been lovely spending time with you guys as well. We hope that you have a wonderful day and see you back here tomorrow. Bye now.